Carnivores have perfected the art of hunting and killing their prey to ensure one's survival. And just like humans, apex predators too are born with parental instincts to protect their helpless young ones from all sorts of harm. But on very rare occasions, predators go as far as to extend their love and care to other species they would usually prey upon. From a leopard adopting a baby baboon instead of feasting on it, to a lioness fighting off her own kind to save a helpless calf, you're about to see it all. Here are 12 shocking times predators save their prey. Number 12. Lion spares baby baboon. It may seem cruel, but adult baboons are known to kill lion cubs when they find them unattended. Because if a baboon kills a lion, it knows in a few years' time it'll have one less predator to deal with. Lions, on the other hand, are notorious baboon hunters, but this lioness develops an unusual bond with a baby baboon despite killing its mother seconds before. In any other case, the lioness would end up preying on the baby as well, but when the predator sees the tiny baby emerge out of its mother's corpse, it can't help but care for the young one. As a result, the lioness not only spares the infant's life, but is also trying to suckle the animal just like its own mother would. Number 11. Polar bears find a husky family. Both polar bears and Siberian huskies are extremely strong animals with refined hunting instincts. But even a pack of huskies is no match for an apex predator such as the polar bear, who needs but a single swipe of his paw to make a meal of these dogs. However, this family of polar bears decides to form an unusual truce with a pack of huskies. Instead of preying on them, the big white bears adopt them into their own circle and watch over the huskies, protecting them from any harm. The bears spend their days playing around with the huskies and treating them as their own offspring, turning this group of otherwise deadly enemies into one big happy family. Number 10. Tiger adopts piglets. Tigers are well known for their violence towards weaker species, but if they're well fed and taken care of in, say, a zoo, they may end up adopting other species for company. Though well fed, this zoo tigress was living in isolation and suffering from extreme depression, so the zookeepers decided to wrap some baby piglets in tiger skin and place them in her cage. Instead of making a meal of these piglets, the tigress almost immediately assumed the role of a mother and raised the babies as her very own. What's even more surprising is the tigress developed a relationship with the actual mother of the piglets, turning all of them into an unusual yet heartwarming family. Number 9. Lion protects calf from attack. Lions rarely turn against one another to protect another species, but this lion's heart warmed up to a baby calf that was seconds away from being hunted down by a pack of much stronger lions. Initially, the poor calf tries to run away from the lion, thinking that the wildcat is chasing after it to cause harm. But surprisingly, when the lion does manage to get his paws on the baby, the wildcat stands guard over the small animal, making sure that no other lion is able to come near. Seeing this, the calf decides to start playing around with the giant cat, and in a heartwarming exchange, the lion also responds back to the calf, petting the baby to make sure he feels safe. That said, lions are known to toy with their prey before eating them, so we don't know how this one ends. Number 8. Chicks find an unusual foster parent. Eagles are extremely territorial animals. Sure, they come together with their fellow birds to mate and hunt, but other than that, these powerful birds of prey like to be left on their own. So it's extremely unusual that this female eagle lets a pair of tiny chicks invade his personal space by adopting them as her very own. Any other eagle would have instantly made an easy meal of the two little birds, but this eagle adopted the chicks back when they hadn't even been hatched from their eggs, and since then, the three have formed a tiny little family with the eagle constantly making sure that her chicks are taken care of. Number 7. Lion and tiger coexist. Tigers are extremely territorial apex predators who live and hunt on their own. Research shows they're stronger than lions and have twice the bite force. Lions, however, live and hunt in packs, so if the two meet, it would be a fight to the death. Lucky for both, most lions live in Africa and most tigers are confined to Asia, or they'd be at a constant struggle for dominance. However, this orphan lion cub was introduced into a tiger's den on a wildcat reserve, and to everyone's surprise, the tigress mother let go of any aggression and welcomed the lion right into her litter. She cared for and raised the lions as if it were one of her own, and years later, the fully grown lion still plays with its tiger brothers and sisters and is seen licking the other wildcats affectionately. Number 6. Leopard befriends impala. Leopards aren't picky predators and won't think twice before preying on any species they come across if they're hungry. Because of this, most impalas try to stay as far away as possible from leopards. But this brave impala calf has decided to befriend a leopard with no fear in the world. The baby animal is constantly nuzzling the wildcat's nose and mouth in an attempt to warm the leopard up to him. Even when the leopard tries to play rough, the impala refuses to be scared and eventually develops a connection with the wildcat, who warms up to the baby animal. However, wildcats are known for playing with their prey before feeding on them, so it's likely the apparent friendship only lasted until dinner time. Number 5. Jaguar befriends domestic dog. For a top-of-the-food-chain predator such as a jaguar, small dogs are a natural enemy that make for an easy meal. On any other day, most jaguars would use their superior speed and strong jaws to capture their prey by the head and then sink their teeth into them. But it seems like this jaguar right here has found itself a best friend in the shape of a dog. The jaguar here has taken up the responsibility of protecting this small canine from any harm and refuses to leave its sight for even a single second. The two spend all their days together, playing, sleeping, and even eating together 24 hours a day. Number 4. Leopard protects baby baboon from hyenas. Being one of the deadliest predators out there in the wild, it's extremely uncommon for leopards to spare their prey once they get going. This leopard had just killed a baboon and was carrying its prey up a tree where the surrounding hungry hyenas couldn't reach her. But her motherly instincts kicked right in when she discovered the dead baboon's newborn baby left all alone on the ground. The leopard quickly adopted the baby as her own, carrying it into the tree so as to protect it from a pack of hungry hyenas that surrounded them. The small baboon kept falling out of the tree, so the leopard stayed up all night to bring the tiny animal back up just in time to save it from becoming easy prey for the hyenas. The baboon couldn't survive without its mother for much longer, but not for a lack of trying on the leopard's part. Number 3. Lioness spares baby wildebeest. On hunting days, a lioness will show no mercy to any prey she comes across. Lions prefer to hunt wildebeest, especially because of how easy they are to catch at their slow speeds. This lioness targets a wildebeest along with its young one, and the two are separated from their group. The adult wildebeest, however, manages to flee the scene, leaving behind its baby at the lioness's mercy. For a second, the young wildebeest seems done for, but before the lioness has a chance to make an easy kill of the baby, something unusual happens. The wildebeest starts playing around with the wild cat, treating it like its own mom. Seeing this, the lioness also warms up to the baby, petting and licking it to show affection. Number 2. Lioness channels her motherly instincts. Lionesses naturally possess a strong maternal instinct to protect their own cubs from all sorts of harm. And while it's pretty unusual for a lioness to extend the same kind of care and protection to cubs from another species, this mother lioness came across an abandoned leopard cub and became extremely protective of it. Seeing the poor animal all alone, the lioness decides to raise the leopard along with the rest of her offspring, playing with it, feeding it, and even showering the adopted cub with some extra love and affection. Number 1. Bald eagle adopts its deadly enemy. Hawks and bald eagles are known to be some of the deadliest rivals in the skies. Any other day, these extremely territorial birds would be at odds with one another, fighting for space, food, and survival. But even nature bends its own rules sometimes, because this eagle family has decided to let go of their prejudices and adopt a hawk chick into its clan. The giant eagles now feed the chick as if it were one of their own, instead of making a meal out of it. Now this is a sight that you only come across once in a lifetime. Alright, comment down below if you enjoyed the video and subscribe to Wildly for more. See you in the next one.